Welcome back, everyone. Here we are, we're in the Calvo can base that I built in the last video. We're gonna do a quick raid test with this video. I'm just gonna put one of the emitters right here and we're gonna see how it holds up against mosquitoes and probably roly-polies. If you want, I can do like, I guess we could do like some smaller insect too, just to simulate like regular raids. We could do termites. Termites are terrible. Let's do some termites because they're terrible. So yeah, we'll do termites, mosquitoes, and roly-polies, just to show like your door is the only thing that's obviously can be hit, really, because that's the opening in the can, the obvious opening. I expect them to take a little bit of damage from definitely the flying mosquitoes if you get too many of them, and sometimes you can attack them yourselves if you're on the harder difficulties. This is medium, and then on low, obviously you can damage buildings on both of those difficulties. The lamps might break, but it's unlikely. Just be careful using anything like a mint mace, because that final area of effect attack that it does on the final swing will toast like a bunch of stuff, and then you gotta be careful of the stabs, because they will like destroy everything they hit, especially if it's on like a high level tool or weapon. So we're just gonna slap this right here really quick, build it, fill it full of mosquitoes. This should be a lot of mosquitoes, like a dangerous amount. Pete might not be able to handle this, and we'll see what happens. Might want to close both doors for this reason.
The battle begins.
Now this is obviously a base game, but my mosquito raids are pretty high right now, and the last one, like I said, they barely did some damage to the door. So if you keep them busy, they'll chill out a little, but once you get a few here, they can attack the doors. You want to kind of keep them interested. I don't know if it's been hit yet, I'll check. Maybe once. It's not looking like it. We'll check with the wrench. Is that all of them? Sometimes they'll get stuck on the back of the can. So that was all of them. That was a good amount, though, as you can see. So,
I feel a little less squishy now.
let's see what the damage was. So nothing took damage. So there you have it. That was mosquitoes, everyone's least favorite insect, I believe. I mean, wasps are pretty bad too, but mosquitoes are just annoying. So let's do a bunch of termites. Let's see if I have one of these. Just because their dust can be annoying.
Salt.
Alright, are you ready for this? It's gonna be a lot of termites. Now they should be able to hit it when
The
they
enemy's
spit their
attacking!
acid. But in terms of like their regular attacks, they shouldn't land any of the regular attacks. And like the same thing, you just want to keep them occupied. Obviously, you start taking too much damage, then you can't keep them occupied. But that's really the trick when you're fighting with these cans. If you keep them aggroed, they'll go after you instead of hitting the door. Should be seeing a second wave of these guys. Here they come. So we got one that made it by me. And you can see he's just sitting here. I don't even think he attacked it. And those are the ones that can attack it with the acid that they spit. Oh boy, there's a lot of these. Okay, so there's a lot more termites
Lollipops.
than it was
I'm a little safe
mosquitoes.
now.
So let's see if we took any damage. Nope, no damage. Okay, next
chewy, but
we'll do
not bad.
roly polies. I'll do a decent amount of these. Hopefully I don't get killed. My gear isn't maxed out yet.
2 arms! 2 arms!
Now the roly polies are kind of cool. Like the larger ones will kind of get stuck here a lot because this fence bottlenecks them, and this like leaf over here, they'll bottleneck on that too. But you can really just stand up here, honestly, and just hammer away at them because they'll be coming through here. As you can see, they're stuck behind these spiders. So you can just sit here and use your staff. They will make it around over here, but it takes them a while. And these plants are obviously awesome if you're just going to use a staff.
Help! I'm stuck!
Hey, you can see there's bottlenecked over here. Base. I was hoping the base would get damaged so you could see that it can take some damage, but it's
Watch out! Roly poly
not
rolling
very
in!
likely.
I feel a little less squishy now.
See if it took any damage. I don't think so. Sometimes the insects will make it to the door and they can damage it, and then they'll despawn or they'll die in the water. They'll try to like walk to the edge of this rock and they die depending on the size of the insect. So that's also something else to look out for. That was a bunch of easy parts right there. I guess we could do a thing of the black ox beetles really quick. That's gonna be rough. I'm gonna do about half of these due to my gear level right now, but that should be pretty nuts. And for these, you know, close both doors. And they'll bottleneck as well. You'll see them over there, and then they'll be coming over here and get stuck. As you can see, they're like piling up over there. You gotta be careful because I think their rocks can go through these plants though. If I remember right. Yeah, so you gotta be careful for that. So I'm gonna let these guys get close and see if they can destroy the doors, because there is absolutely no way, or they already gave up. Wow. Well, we'll try that one more time because they gave up already. Like I said, it's really hard to mess this base up. Oh, that used them crazy. Usually if you don't spawn anything, they usually it doesn't use the items. So let's see. See if I can get him to do some damage.
The battle begins!
And then, like I said, you can actually come up here on either one of these. Usually I'll put something like a staircase you can jump onto up here. If you have the aphid slippers, it makes the jump really easy. You just get up here and they'll be bottlenecked right here. But we want to try to get them to come over here. Or they can glitch through the wall like that. That works too. Come on. And the cool thing is, if you're near your base, you get health regen. So see if I can lure him over here. See if we can get these to do damage. It looks like the other ones are actually on their way. So as you can see, I got a bunch here now. And a spider. As you can see, I do like no damage. And you see how they despawn, as I was mentioning earlier. You just kind of use one to block all the others. So that other one despawned. So it's finally getting damaged. I just want to get their aggro. Unfortunately, it's hard to see when you kill these things. It's good to just loot them. You can't see if they're about to shoot a rock through the corpses.
Feeling a little safer now.
So as you can see, it survived. Pretty gnarly. Like I said, I don't have crazy weapons right now, and it survived. It looks like the front door and just like I said, the little lights were damaged, but the Black Ox beetles can literally one-hit those, I believe. I know that you can with your own weapon. You can one-hit those. So hopefully this demonstration was helpful. This can is pretty bulletproof, and obviously New Game Plus, yeah, you're gonna get infused enemies, but it's gonna be rare they can hit that, and you're gonna have way better weapons. So there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and put these back on. Not a big deal, they're just for show. They don't cost a lot of resources or anything, so you don't have to put these here. I'm OCD, so I want to make sure they're pretty even. Pretty close. And it's cool because this the one sconce actually sits behind the can tab, so it's pretty even. That's cool. Which is cool because it's hard to hit for most creatures. Like I said, the Black Ox, when they hit this, it has like a large area of effect. So there we have it. That was all that was damaged, it looks like. So there you go. Hope this was helpful. Stay tuned for the next video I got on the milk Molar bottle, the first tier of that. So that'll be awesome.
That should keep me safe.
Till next
Safer.
time.